Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty serious show for you guys that we want you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, let me just go ahead and get into this story here. As y'all know, the Brooklyn Nets are the biggest story in the NBA for all the wrong reasons, right? Absolute disaster. Absolute disaster, unlike anything I have ever seen. Unlike anything I've ever seen, right? The Brooklyn Nets are in the news for all the wrong reasons. For all the wrong reasons. If you look at their current record, the Brooklyn Nets have a record of 2-6, right? 2-6, and they lost their last game, and they're currently the number 13 seed in the Eastern Conference. But that seems to be the least of their problems, right? Of course, you have the situation with the firing of head coach Steve Nash. That created a firestorm. Then you have the stuff with Kyrie Irving, which seems to be something, which seems like something is happening every few hours or so. Some new big news is breaking. But the fact of the matter is this: the Brooklyn Nets have been mired in drama for a number of years now, going back to when they initially acquired James Harden. As y'all remember, about 2 seasons ago, the Brooklyn Nets acquired James Harden. And all of us thought that it was going to be scary hours, according to what James Harden said. And there had never been an amalgamation of offensive players like that, where you had at least 3 guys averaging around 75 points per game. There was nothing like that I'd ever seen, especially in their prime. And there was a lot of promise. There was a lot of hype. But ultimately, that first season didn't work out. Then the second season, we had the issue with the vaccine and all of that. And then at one point, James Harden said, you know what, I've had enough. And he asked to leave the team. To be traded from the team, rather. And then he was traded to Philadelphia for one Ben Simmons, a move to this day that I still do not understand, right? And a lot of people, especially Brooklyn Nets fans and some people in the media, were jumping for joy. Oh, this is such a fantastic pickup. Ben Simmons, would you match him with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving? Think of the possibilities. And I'm like, do y'all know who y'all talking about? Do you understand who Ben Simmons is? I've been saying this for years, and I'm gonna say it once more. Ben Simmons is wasting everybody's time. Absolutely wasting everybody's time. You have some people out there in media that are going to defend the guy for no good reason, and they have their reasons. I don't know why, but the fact is, if you're looking at this from an objective angle, you know Ben Simmons is wasting everybody's time. If you look at Ben Simmons' stats this season, just to touch on them momentarily, it will be it's just sheer proof that he's wasting everybody's time. Ben Simmons in 6 games is averaging 6.2 points per game. Think about this. 6.2 points per game. The season prior, or the last time we saw him play in Philly, he was averaging 14 points. And that was that was a dip in his scoring. He's shooting 44% from the field, 0% from the 3, of course. Shooting 46.7% from the free throw line, getting you 6.5 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and 2.7 turnovers with 1.2 steals. Who would make an excuse for this, except the few people in media that constantly feel like they need to make an excuse? Ben Simmons is not getting any better. You have that piece of drama that's out there percolating, right? With him, you heard the thing with Kyrie say, shoot the ball. So you have that drama. Then you have one person that seems to be kind of flying under the radar on all of this that no one is really talking about, which is Kevin Durant. In all of this, it seems like Kevin Durant is kind of escaping through. We're not really focusing on him. And I think it's time we put an eye on Kevin Durant. Why? Because Kevin Durant is the best player in that team, number one. Number two, if it was LeBron James that was in a position of Kevin Durant, oh, Lord have mercy. You know they're going to be talking about LeBron, and I think it's only fair that we talk about Kevin Durant. And as a matter of fact, before producing this show, we actually put up a poll on our channel. There's a reason we put it up, because I wanted this opinion to be scientific a little bit. So we asked the question to the audience: how much of the blame do you assign to Kevin Durant for the Brooklyn Nets collapse? We gave them 4 options: none of it, some of it, most of it, all of it. Right? The majority of the people, which is 57%, say some of it. So 57% of the people feel like some of it is his fault. 25% of the people think most of it, and 9% believe all of it. So at least 60% of these people believe some of this has to do with Kevin Durant. And if you read some of the comments. Someone, what is it? Where's the comment that someone left? They said, all of it. Seriously, why is it always something with this guy? Can y'all Kyrie lovers answer me that? It's natural to stand behind and support players you like, but it's starting to get a little weird. All of this support and excuses. So some people feel like, KD's been coming to the defense of, a lot of people have been coming to the defense of Kyrie. But the fact of the matter is this, Kevin Durant has his fingerprints all over this. Even though he obviously wanted out of Brooklyn, he no longer wanted to be a part of that organization. The fact of the matter is he still remains the best player. And you can't just say, well, I'm doing my part. I'm doing the best to be the best that I can be. I'm doing everything that I can do. And what happens, what these guys do is out of my control. No. There's more to being a team than just producing results. And what you do on the court is also the role you play. What voice do you have, right? Where's KD's voice in all of this? You can't have a hands-off approach in this particular situation. The situation you're seeing with the Brooklyn Nets is this. You are literally watching the ship sink. And you as the captain cannot be like, okay, let me jump on the next canoe and start paddling away and say, well, I mean, what can I do? I'm only one man. No. You got to play an active role. It's called conflict resolution. And as the best player on that team, some of that responsibility falls on your feet. There should be something in you that wants to resolve the situation. Why? Because you want to ensure that the work environment that you're in is absolutely peaceful so you can go out there and do your job at a high level. You can't just say, I'm going to go in there, work on myself, produce on the court, and then go home and throw up my hands in the sky and say, well, it has nothing to do with me. And that has been one of the biggest knocks on Kevin Durant throughout his career, which is KD is not a leader, right? He's not a leader. He just wants to play basketball. In a particular scenario like this, you got to lead. You got to be a voice. You got to step up. You got to step up because you can't be in a situation where if the team does well, you want all the credit. And when things like this happen, you don't want to be mentioned. No. You got to be mentioned, right? So Kevin Durant has a role to play because he's one of the most important figures on that team, whether he likes it or not. This is the reality that you find yourself in, and you got to go out there and try to right the situation. It may be talking to management. It may be you trying to be a mediator between some of the players and management. You got to get guys on group chats. And I'm not saying he's not doing this, but certainly these are the things that have to be done because what we're witnessing right now is the biggest disaster in modern NBA history. It's absolutely unbelievable. So the question I have for you guys is, what do you think about everything that I said? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next one.